Welcome back, amazing thinkers. I'm Sue Sabella, your Great Minds teacher. Let's see what we need for today. Today we'll need the buffaloer back, your journal, and a pencil. Today I'll also be showing the cover of the buffaloer back, and your classroom teacher will be reading the rest of the text to you. So if you do not have a copy at home, no worries. Please pause here to gather what you need and then just hit play when you're ready to continue. Please take a close look at this compass and point to the letter W. What do you think the W stands for on this compass? Shout it out to me or tell a learning partner. W stands for west. West is a direction that we can travel. West is also known as an area in our country. The states highlighted in yellow are considered to be in the western part of the United States. People have been exploring the West for thousands of years. This module will introduce us to the history of the American West. As we explore the American West, this big question, this essential question, will guide a lot of our thinking. So please pause here to read the question to yourself, and then we'll read it together. What was life like in the West for early Americans? By the end of the module, after exploring all different kinds of text, you'll be able to answer this question. Our focusing question will help us focus in even more as we read the buffaloer back. The focusing question is, how did the actions of the American Indians and early Americans impact the prairie in the American West? There are words here that you saw before in Module 1. There are also new words. For example, prairie might be new for you. Prairie is a large, flat, grassy area of land in the West. When I look at this question, it helps to break it down to be able to understand what the question is asking. This question is really asking us two things. It's asking us to look at the actions of the American Indians and how those actions impacted the prairie in the American West. This question is also asking us to take a look at the early Americans and how their actions impacted the prairie in the American West. What do I notice and wonder about this text? We're going to begin to explore the American West by learning more about the buffalo. During our video lesson, we'll explore the front cover of The Buffalo Are Back, and you'll be reading the book with your classroom teacher. The Buffalo Are Back was written by Jean Craighead George, and the illustrations were painted by Wendell Miner. Pause here to set up a notice and wonder chart in your journal, and just hit play when you're ready to continue. When I look at the cover of the book, I begin to notice and wonder. I notice that the grass is very tall and very green. The grass is so tall, it's even taller than the buffalo. When I read the title, The Buffalo Are Back, I have a question. My question is, where did they go? What are they back from? There's so much to notice and wonder just on the cover of the book. I'd like you to open up your journal so you can jot down what you notice and also the questions that you're wondering about. I'm going to add the question words here as a reminder to always begin your question with one of these question words. Pause to work and to notice and wonder on the cover of the book, and then just hit play when you're ready to continue. In addition to reading The Buffalo Are Back, we're also going to read a poem by Carl Sandburg. The name of that poem is Buffalo Dusk. By reading this poem, we can learn even more about the American West. Let's click on the link to read the poem together. As I read Buffalo Dusk by Carl Sandburg, I want you to close your eyes and I want you to picture what's happening in the poem. Ready? Here we go. The buffaloes are gone, and those who saw the buffaloes are gone. Those who saw the buffaloes by thousands and how they pawed the prairie sod into dust with their hooves, their great heads down pawing on in a great pageant of dusk. Those who saw the buffaloes are gone, and the buffaloes are gone. What pictures did you see in your mind? Pause to tell your learning partner, or pause to draw a picture in your journal. What are you picturing? Either chat with your learning partner or draw, and then just hit play when you're ready to continue. When we understand words and phrases in a poem, it helps us better understand what's happening in the poem, and it actually helps us make pictures in our mind. I'm going to reread the poem one more time, and what I'd like you to do is pause the video when you hear a word that you have a question about and jot that word down in your journal. Ready? Here we go. The buffaloes are gone, and those who saw the buffaloes are gone. Those who saw the buffaloes by thousands and how they pawed the prairie sod into dust with their hooves, their great heads down pawing on in a great pageant of dusk. Those who saw the buffaloes are gone, and the buffaloes are gone. You might have jotted down more than one word in your journal. When buffalo are pawing the ground, they're scraping the ground with their hoofs. Show me or your learning partner what that might look like. Another word that you may have jotted down in your journal could have been sod. Sod is another way of saying grass. Now that we have a deeper understanding of some of the words in the poem, listen to it again and pay attention to how your picture is getting more detailed. Now you know what pawing looks like and also what sod is. As you listen again, add to your picture or pause to explain to your partner what you now understand. Ready? Here we go. The buffaloes are gone, and those who saw the buffaloes are gone. Those who saw the buffaloes by thousands and how they pawed the prairie sod into dust with their hooves, their great heads down pawing on in a great pageant of dusk. Those who saw the buffaloes are gone, and the buffaloes are gone. Even though we just started to explore the American West, I can already tell that your knowledge is growing. You're already starting to learn so much about buffalo and also the American West. Be sure to share your knowledge with others, and I will see you again very soon.